Hi, it's Hedy here again. Hope everybody's doing well. Today I'm going to be making for you a strawberry shortcake. It's what my daughter-in-law has requested for her birthday tomorrow. So what I have here is 2.5 cups of cake flour. You can use Presto, you can use Swan's Down, whatever, but it's got to be cake flour. Cake flour has a little baking soda in it. Anyway, so that's 2.5 cups. That's half a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of baking powder, a teaspoon and a half of baking soda, 3/4 cup of oil. I use canola, you could use vegetable. I have 2 cups of sugar here and 1.5 cups of buttermilk and 1.5 sticks of butter and 4 eggs.
Unsalted butter?
Unsalted butter.
Okay, thank you.
I have my oven preheated, it's at 350. So what I'm gonna do is put the cake flour here. I'm gonna sift it together with the baking soda, the baking powder, and the salt. In the meantime, I'm gonna put the 1.5 sticks of butter in the mixer with the 2 cups of sugar, and I'm gonna mix it for 4 minutes. Start slow. Once it gets mixed together, you can increase the
Speed.
the speed. Yeah, that's the word on that. So what I'm doing here is sifting this all together. Now, what happened was, we're in a new house. We've been here 4 months, and there's still boxes that haven't been emptied. We have boxes in the garage. We have 6 garages. We had 7, but we turned one into a bedroom. We have 6 garages with boxes in them. I cannot find my baking pans. I don't know where those freaking baking pans are. We found 1 box, but didn't have the size I needed. I'm gonna be making a 9-inch strawberry shortcake. So, okay, we could raise the speed here. There we go. They have these new doodads, new gadgets on how to sift flour. It's nothing like the old sifter screener. Went on, there we go, but you know what? It's bumping up against the walls of the mixer. I got this new blade that's from KitchenAid. It's supposed to scrape the sides.
My ass.
Oh, beep, it scrapes. It does it better it gets the bottom though. I used to have stuff remaining on the bottom from the mixer. Okay, so that's done. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna add the eggs one at a time. And they're mixing, mix. And add the one at a time until it's incorporated. Somebody didn't like me saying incorporated. Until it's mixed. And then we're going to add our liquid and the cake flour. Also, this is vanilla. About 2 years ago, maybe a little bit more, 3 years ago, when I was buying vanilla, the price of vanilla was so outrageous, I refused to buy it. So what I do now, and it taught me a lesson. Because what I do now is I make my own vanilla. I buy these bottles, but now I reuse them. I bought them on Amazon. They have this little syringe. Doesn't take much up though. I got these labels. I bought the vanilla bean and a bottle of vodka. I made like 12 bottles for like, I can't even, they came to like $4 or $5 each. I'm never buying vanilla again. Mine is 10 times better. Look at that vanilla. Look at those vanilla beans.
Look at it.
Stop making fun of me. Anyway, I'm on my third egg. And the last one. Now I'm going to add my vanilla. It's supposed to be 2 teaspoons. 2 teaspoons of vanilla. This here, I don't know what it does. It's useless to me. So my Italian roots come out. We don't measure. 1 teaspoon, 2 teaspoons.
Okay.
There you go. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to alternate the flour, the buttermilk, and the oil. Start with the flour and end with the flour. Okay, so I'm going to do that. Flour, a little buttermilk, a little oil. Let that mix a little bit. And then we do it again. Flour, buttermilk, oil. When I'm done with this, I'll come back. Okay, so everything has been put in the batter. When you look at that batter, it's like silk. Silk. And this is the that I was telling you about. What do you call this? Beater?
Mixer.
Mixer?
Whatever.
But it's supposed to, it has a little rubber thing here. It doesn't grab everything. I'm due for another mixer, so we'll see what happens. Okay, see that batter? It's supposed to look like that. And these are my pans. I usually use 2 of these, but like I said, we can't find them. So I'm using a spring pan. It's the same size. They're both 9-inch. However, spring pans sometimes leak. So I have foil on it and a pan there. You won't have that problem if you use 2 9-inch pans. Better find these pans before the holidays. Anyway. Even it out. You bang out the bubbles. I usually put the bigger, you can't measure it exactly. I usually put the bigger cake on the bottom. But I'm gonna put these in. They take about, I think 30 minutes. I'll check my recipe. It's not like food where you have to use it by eye. Baking is like a science. Okay, so into the oven they go. Okay, so in the meantime, while the cakes are in the oven, I'm gonna cut up some strawberries. And I'm gonna make, I guess, what you call a gelée. Is that what you call it? I think that's what you call it, a gelée. And to the strawberries, I'm gonna add like not a lot of sugar because I don't like it too sweet. If you like it sweet, you could add it a little bit more sugar, but I put like a quarter to a third of sugar in there. A little cornstarch and a little water. When I'm finished cutting up the strawberries, I'll show you what I do. Okay, I forgot to tell you that I rinse the strawberries off in here and you just leave them in the container because it has so many holes in it that could just drain the water out of it. Anyway, so I cut up the strawberries, took off the ends, got this heated up. Gonna put them in here. I'm gonna add a half a cup of water with 4 teaspoons of cornstarch. And a half a cup of sugar. I said a quarter cup before, but I meant half. Actually, that's a lot. Maybe a third. So you cook this until it starts to thicken. And I don't like the color of it. You see the color? When you put the cornstarch and the water in it, the color is a little milky. It looks milky. So here's my little secret and my little tip. This is not the regular coloring that you buy in the supermarket. This is professional coloring. I put a couple of drops in there, like, whoop. Then it starts to look like regular strawberry. See that? And by the way, it is 30 minutes on the cake. I checked my recipe. See now? See the color's better?
Yes.
And then when it thickens, I put it in the dish. I cover it and I chill it. You come back when it's all thickened. Okay, so it's been cooking. Look at that. Doesn't that look delicious? So what I'm gonna do is put it in here, cool it a little bit. That's gonna be a delicious strawberry shortcake. Look at that. I never like to waste anything. My kids make fun of me, but hey, that's what I was taught. And if you watch Martha Stewart, she does the same thing. She doesn't leave a drop. I'll be back when the cakes are done. Okay. Wow, that's done. I don't think the one on the bottom is done though. I don't know why. That one's done. No, this is not done.
That doesn't look good.
I'm putting it back for at least 5 minutes. Five. And I forgot to tell you twice. You have to cut some strawberries up for the top of the cake. You have to put the strawberries around, about 12 to 15 strawberries. I'm going to put these in the fridge. I'll be back when the other one's done. Okay, so we have the cakes are done, and I have 2 cups of heavy cream in the bowl. And to this, I'm going to add about 2/3 of a cup of powdered sugar. I don't like it too sweet. If you like it sweeter, put a full cup. It's up to you. It's all to your personal liking. So this is like 3/4 of a cup. Start out very low because you don't want the cream all over your cake, all over your counter, all over your face, whatever. Yeah. You start out low. And as you get everything incorporated, you raise
The speed.
the speed. The speed. I'll come back when the whipped cream is done. The consistency the whipped cream should be at. Now, this is not going to be enough for the whole cake. I'm going to do another 2 cups after this. But I like to do a little at a time. So what I'm going to do here is, I like to use the disposable bags. And I put the tip in. This is a big tip. Okay. There you go. And then I need a cup.
She needs a cup.
I need a cup.
Okay.
This is how you put in any kind of filling without getting it all over the place. So this is how I do it. You see?
That's a nice little trick.
What?
That's a nice little trick.
It's a trick, it's a tip, yes. I put my whipped cream in it. Okay. Squeeze it down. Okay, then I put a rim around here, like this. This is to stop the gel from dripping over the sides. You could eat this with a spoon. When I make the muffins, this is what I put in the middle of the muffins. I showed you in my grandson and my daughter's birthday video. Okie dokie. Okay, so I started putting the cream on because I don't want this video to be an hour long. Nobody likes to watch the videos when they're that long. And I'm gonna put some more whipped cream on it. And what I'm gonna do is whip another 2 cups here, and I'll be back to finish it. We don't want, as I said, I don't want this video to be an hour long. I'll show you as I come around. Can you see that? Yeah. Okay. So actually it's 4 cups of whipped cream. I like to do 2 at a time. You could do it however else you want. And this is a very handy thing to have. You can get it at any cake supply store. I'm sure Wilton has it. I'm sure you could get it on Amazon. You can get anything on Amazon. My son said the other day, every time I see the Amazon trunk, I feel like it's part of the family because I order from them so much. Let me do a little bit here, which I will spread around. And then I like to do like little florets where I put the strawberries in. Like on the edges. And you cover your little imperfections there too. Like that. Here. Okay, now I put my strawberries on. These have been cleaned and washed. We'll do every other for now. We'll see how far that gets. This has always been one of the family favorites. Look, I can't believe it. It does it perfectly. My gracious. Let's put this big one right in the middle. Wow. Now that is perfection.
Looks very nice.
Okay, the next cake, and after the next cake, I'm gonna stay off of cakes for a while because it takes so long to do the videos, will be the lemon cake. Until next time, and this is happy birthday to my daughter-in-law, Nicole, and maybe we'll take a little snip of singing happy birthday to her. But everybody's so camera shy. Look at me. I don't need to be on camera, but hey. Anyway, beautiful strawberry shortcake. I heard the ding.
All right, we got a blooper.